Coming to you live from our Auckland Park studios, this is Prime News on SABC 3. Let's take a look at the top stories making headlines this evening.
Nationally, the NSC pass rate is 88%, an increase from 0.7% from 2024.
The Matric class of 2025 has once again punched above its weight by achieving an 88% pass rate. The Madlanga Commission, which is tasked with probing allegations of criminality, political interference and corruption in the criminal justice system, will continue its public hearings on Monday, the 26th of January 2026.
South Africa maintains cordial bilateral relations with the UAE, characterized by regular high-level visits as well as robust economic cooperation.
South Africa and the United Arab Emirates are expected to strengthen their bilateral relations this week. Good evening and welcome to Prime News on 3. My name is Paulette Nell. It's an absolute pleasure to be in your company this Monday evening. A number of stories we've been tracking for you. Of course, much talk being the Matric result of the class of 2025. With that said, let's get straight into it, beginning with this. The Matric class of 2025 has once again punched above its weight by achieving an 88% pass rate. This is a 0.7 percentage difference from the 87.3% pass rate achieved in the 2024 academic year. Basic Education Minister Siviwe Kwahube made the announcement at the official National Senior Certificate Ceremony at Fairland in Randburg, Johannesburg. By provinces, KwaZulu-Natal has taken the top performer title at 90.6%.
NSC pass rate is 88%, an increase from 0.7% from 2024. Is the highest pass rate in our country's history. In ninth place is the Eastern Cape that has achieved a pass rate of 84.17%. In eighth place is Limpopo that has achieved a pass rate of 86.15%. In seventh place, Madlanga has achieved a pass rate of 86.55%. In sixth place is the Northern Cape, having achieved... Okay, let me start again. In sixth place is the Northern Cape, having achieved a pass rate of 87.79%, marking the biggest improvement of all the provinces. In fourth place is the Northwest, having achieved 88.49%. In third place, wait for it. In third place is Gauteng, having achieved a pass rate of 89.06%. It's anybody's guess now. In second place is the Free State, having achieved a pass rate of 89.33%. And the best performing province is KwaZulu-Natal with a pass rate of 90.6%. Okay. And my apologies. I forgot to mention, in fifth place is the Western Cape with a pass rate of 88.2%.
Meanwhile, the Director General of the Department of Basic Education, Madlanga, says expert research shows that technical education is the future. The department's system currently shows that more than 90% of pupils are still following the academic stream. Mweli, who was delivering the 2025 Matric results at Technical Report in Randburg, Johannesburg, has also emphasized the need to grow the uptake of mathematics and technical mathematics and to reduce the mathematical literacy numbers.
We are going to work with provinces to make sure that we grow the numbers of mathematics. We have to grow the uptake of mathematics and technical mathematics to reduce the numbers of mathematical literacy. Mathematical literacy is important for social use, for people to be able to manage their lives and run their lives, personal lives and otherwise effectively. But we need to reduce the numbers to increase those numbers of mathematics and technical mathematics.
Plenty still ahead for you after the break. The Madlanga Commission, which is tasked with probing allegations of criminality, political interference and corruption in the criminal justice system, will continue its public hearings on Monday, the 26th of January 2026. This and more after the break. Welcome back to this now. The Madlanga Commission, which is tasked with probing allegations of criminality, political interference and corruption in the criminal justice system, will continue its public hearings on Monday, 26 January 2026. The Commission, in a statement today, says it will continue where it left off in December 2025, hearing evidence from persons who have been implicated in serious allegations made by KZN top cop, Lieutenant General Madlanga, and many other witnesses who corroborated or substantiated those allegations last year. The Commission handed over its interim report to the President on the 17th of December last year, which covered phase 1 of its work. The Commission is now expecting dozens more witnesses to appear before the probe, as phase 2 is expected to intensify over the next few months. As this work continues, the Commission further calls on anyone who wishes to provide the Commission with further information which falls within the terms of reference, and they can do so anonymously and confidentially by contacting the Commission's hotline at 0800 111 369 or by email at madlangacommission@behonest.co.za.
The Judicial Commission of Inquiry into Criminality, Political Interference and Corruption in the Criminal Justice System, now commonly known as the Madlanga Commission, will resume its public hearings on the 26th of January 2026. The Commission delivered its interim report to President Cyril Ramaphosa on the 17th of December 2025, 3 months after the first hearing took place on the 17th of September. The Commission will continue where it left off in December 2025, hearing evidence from persons who have been implicated in the serious allegations made by Lieutenant General Madlanga and many other witnesses who corroborated or substantiated those allegations last year. As part of its remaining work, dozens of witnesses are due to appear before the Commission over the next few months. The Commission's evidence leaders, investigators, secretariat and support staff have been working over the recess period to prepare for the hearings starting on the 26th of January.
This now, farmers in the Kucha municipality and the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro in the Eastern Cape are counting their losses following raging fires that destroyed large parts of their grazing land. The cause of the fire that started on Tuesday is not yet known and is being investigated.
The raging fire that burned for nearly a week is now almost over. Strong winds and hot weather conditions made it extremely difficult for firefighters to extinguish the blaze. Farmers are the most affected by the veld fires, and it will take a while for them to recover their losses.
Yeah, we need rain desperately, but I don't think that the veld will be grown quickly. So for the next 6 months, we're going to battle.
2 helicopters that were deployed to Kocha municipality to contain the fire remain on site to contain flare-ups.
Making sure that we deal with lots of paperwork and declaring of disasters and all of those things that we're still in process with. So it's still a long process.
Meanwhile, the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro is working around the clock to restore electricity and water to the affected areas.
The damage that we do have is our damage to our infrastructure, our municipal infrastructure. That's our electricity poles and so forth. So what's happened is that when the electricity poles get damaged, there's no electricity supply to the water pumps that should pump the water into our reservoirs, and from our reservoir to our residents. So our residents might have been without electricity for some time or without water supply.
Lubabalo Tata, SABC News, Gqeberha.
Still keeping with those raging fires, the Cape Winelands District Municipality says the fire in the Viermershoek area near Franschhoek is under control. The fire originated in the Langrich informal settlement last week. Authorities briefed the media on the extent of the intervention by dedicated teams to save properties and lives.
Minister of Local Government in the Western Cape, Anton Predel, says he's happy that there are no fatal incidents. A couple of houses and a tractor, as well as electricity and water infrastructure, were damaged as a result of the wildfires taking place in the Cape Winelands and Overstrand municipality.
Since Monday, we've dealt with over 25 fires at one day. This was a big fire. And if you add to that 40 to 80 kilometers of wind, then we're very fortunate that we can stand here today and say we haven't lost a life.
There was huge devastation across this area. It's agriculture land. It's intensive farming going on here. It's vineyards, it's animals, it's cattle, people. So it was a devastating time.
The fire started on the 7th of January and destroyed over 2,000 hectares, and by now, over 17,000 hectares of land have been destroyed.
The other important thing also is the prevalence of alien invasive vegetation and shrubs. Again, Kocha municipality infested with a lot of alien invasive. When you have alien invasive vegetation and shrubs, it's a sure recipe for disaster.
What we have achieved is that we could manage in collaboration with other resources and partners to contain the fire to those sections that is important.
I'm Lamle Maneli for SABC News in Cape Town.
The city of Tshwane is a member of the Mayoral Committee for Utility Services. Franz Bushielo says electricity has now fully been restored to all affected areas following several days of intermittent outages. Power was initially restored on Wednesday after a prolonged outage that began on 26 December, but supply was later disrupted during ongoing repair work.
Residents of East Lane in Pretoria marched instead to the City of Tshwane offices to hand over a memorandum of demands following a prolonged power outage, which was caused by fire at the Goedersport substation in December, followed by water outages over the weekend.
We want the mayor! Houses, they don't have electricity as we are standing here, and it has also affected our water. Some of the houses as we are here, they don't have water, and it's been now more than 16 days we are without 18 without electricity.
What we really want is compensation for the people who has heavy losses, because some of the people lost more than 10,000 rand.
The ward councillor demands that the root cause of the repeated outages be urgently identified.
It's about finding out what was the cause. It's about general service delivery in the area, including illegal dwellings, illegal backyard dwellings, illegal businesses. It's about illegal foreigners staying in the area. It's about cable theft. It's a lot of things.
Meanwhile, the City of Tshwane has assured residents that power has been fully restored.
As we have indicated that the power has been restored to all the areas that have been affected by the power outage since the 26th of December last year. But what we are picking up is that here and there might be some single outage, but overall the power is back in those areas.
Nonhlanhla Ntshingela for SABC News, Pretoria.
When we return, we look into this. South Africa and the United Arab Emirates are expected to strengthen their bilateral relations this week. This and more after the break. Thank you for staying with us. South Africa and the United Arab Emirates are expected to strengthen their bilateral relations this week. President Cyril Ramaphosa has arrived in the UAE to participate in the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week. This visit brings together the global sustainability community.
The United Arab Emirates has positioned itself as a central investor in the African continent. During his visit to the oil-rich nation, President Ramaphosa will participate in the Heads of States panel looking at a vision for global energy.
South Africa maintains cordial bilateral relations with the UAE, characterized by regular high-level visits as well as robust economic cooperation for the mutual benefit of both countries. The UAE is also a major investor in the South African economy across various sectors such as transport, logistics, and renewable energy.
Ramaphosa will also hold bilateral talks with UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. The Middle East country says it values its partnership with South Africa.
You know, the relation between UAE and Africa is more than 53 years relationship, so it's nothing new. It's a natural relation, people to people, that extended through history. Yes, we're maybe the second largest investor in Africa.
UAE says there is an enormous potential in South Africa. The president will also engage with leading captains of the industry and business leaders to promote investment and strengthen collaboration. Khalihle Khumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.
The MK party has removed its Treasurer General Mpia Kelimba and Chief Whip Colleen Makubele. Instability and a lack of coherence continue to plague South Africa's official opposition, the MK party. The party has removed Limba and replaced them with Brian Molefe, who's also a member of parliament. In other developments, the Chief of Staff, Vanessa Calver's suspension has been lifted after she had faced allegations of financial irregularities. In the National Assembly, Colleen Makubele has been removed with immediate effect as a chief whip after a few months in office. Mabatu Mokwena Zondi, a member of the NCOP, has been appointed as acting chief whip. Now for the latest in the world of sports. The 2025 Africa Cup of Nations tournament in Morocco is down to just 4 teams left, and the battle for silverware will intensify on Wednesday. Host Morocco face a daunting task. They are up against Nigeria, who are desperate to bounce back after failing to qualify for this year's FIFA World Cup in the Americas.
Egypt ended Ivory Coast's reign with a narrow 3-2 triumph in Saturday's quarter-final match in Agadir. Liverpool forward and Egypt captain Mohamed Salah put the last nail in the elephant's coffin with his 4th goal of the tournament. The Egyptians will be hoping to avenge their 2021 final loss to Senegal in Yaoundé, and the 33-year-old Salah says the Pharaohs are willing to leave everything on the field.
I'm always give it all for my country, and I think I've been here for 13, 14 years, and I have some different groups every time or every few years. But I always try to give my experience to the younger players and show them that they can, if they fight hard and they fight with their heart and soul, they can achieve a big thing.
In the other semi-final match, Nigeria will have to deal with a glamorous crowd when they take on the host nation in Rabat. Nigeria, who 2 months ago missed out on World Cup qualification, reached their 17th semi-final in their last 20 tournaments they have qualified for, defeating Algeria 2-0.
I'm so much confidence in the way I play, with the help of my teammates, of course. And I think for me, it's not about the goals, it's not about the assists. It's just about to win something with this squad.
For SABC News, I am Mduduzi Ndlovu.
Well, with that, let's now shift our focus to the weather desk for the latest in temperature changes. It's over to the weather desk for the details.
Thank you very much, and a very warm welcome to the weather desk. It remains rainy over the northeastern provinces of South Africa tonight. There is a low pressure system over Limpopo, resulting in heavy rainfall over the eastern parts of this province and even the low field of the Madlanga province. There is a 100% probability of rainfall in these parts of the country, in the Vembe, Mopani districts, and towards Bushbuck Ridge in the Madlanga province. Otherwise, widespread showers are also expected in Makazeni and all the way towards the northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal at a 6% probability, with only a slight chance of some thunder showers across the central interior of South Africa for tonight. A similar weather pattern is still expected for the rest of tomorrow, with 100% probability of rainfall over the northeastern corner of the country. Widespread showers all over the adjacent interior. Into the northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal, there is a 60% probability of some thunder showers. In the morning, we'll start off with some fog patches as well over the high-lying areas in the eastern provinces of South Africa. And for tonight, there is a level 9 warning of heavy rainfall that may be disruptive over the low field of Limpopo and Mpumalanga, and towards the northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. A level 2 of some severe thunderstorms is in place. And for tomorrow, is still expecting a similar weather pattern with some severe thunderstorms expected in the afternoon in the western parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Heavy rainfall will lead to localized flooding over the eastern provinces of South Africa, including Limpopo and the low field of the Mpumalanga province. And temperatures are slightly mild over Sutherland, dropping to 9 degrees. Otherwise, pleasant temperatures overnight in many areas of South Africa. A minimum of 11 degrees though for Bethlehem in the morning, and rising to 28 in the afternoon, 25 in Johannesburg. Scorching temperatures in Uppington and the central Karoo of the Western Cape into Cape Town, expecting 29, a high of 28 over the city of eThekwini, and a warm day is also expected over Musina for tomorrow afternoon. And that is all from the weather desk.
That's it from us for tonight. Much gratitude for joining us. Let's meet again next time. For now, have yourselves a good night. God bless. Pula.